the Ember website has a new additions page for Polaris, and I wanted to show what it looks like to set up parts of this. So we're going to make a new project. Make sure our Ember CLI is up to date. Ember new. Let's do TypeScript as well, and PNPN. So reading through the README here, we see some instructions. Let's copy that. Polaris app. Well, first, let's prove what happens when we try to set this up. So over in the main template, we want to get rid of the welcome page and then make our own welcome. Start with JavaScript. Hello world. Okay, and then we'll start the project. And we should have an error. Yeah, can't find welcome. So let's install these things. And then start the project again. Refresh the page. Ooh, okay, what did I do wrong? Missing semicolon. That's just silly. Okay, so this is because I forgot a slash. The error's not quite right, but I did forget the slash. Alright, so we have hello world. So now let's see if prettier works. What are our lint scripts? We have. Do we have a prettier config? We do. Is this integrated into ESLint? It is. Cool. Do we have. Which prettier are we using? Okay, prettier 3. So let's see what happens if we lint. So we're gonna need to split prettier from ESLint. To do that, we're gonna open our ESLint config. Well, let's ditch this config. We don't want it, it's not good. We will use my own config, which handles all of these use cases way better than the default does. And we'll say config.ember. That'll handle TypeScript, JavaScript, v2 add-ons, v1 add-ons, as well as apps. Now it's complaining that parenthesis and ignore that, so we need to install this. Okay, let's run this again. Okay, we need to add Babel ESLint parser because we're using modern ESLint. And we need that for JavaScript. Okay. We have TypeScript. Okay, so these are just some of my custom. So now, when using these configs, we have to run prettier separately. So let's set that up. So let's copy these here. And see if we're checking GJS files. We are not yet. So update our prettier config. Now, I didn't mention it briefly, but there is a link to the prettier plugin, which has some notes on how to configure. So do that, then add GJS and GTS, and then try this again. And the GJS file was still not found. Oh, look at this. Okay. So we have a temporary bug in prettier, which requires us to do this. So let's do that. All right, there's the GJS file. Okay, so now let's run X. Cool. All right, I got rid of all of my extra spaces at the top. I'll run that again just to verify. Yep. Okay. Now, if you're using VS Code, which odds are you are, let's trust that I am the author. We want to make sure that we have some plugins installed. There's the Ember extension pack and Glint. Now, we haven't set up Glint yet for type checking the templates, but this is the key thing that sets up GJS support, and it's just one package, installs some other things, and you're good to go. So let's open here. See, we've got the syntax highlighting. I don't have prettier save set up, but doing format document does format the document. So now let's set up Glint. So let's rename this to GTS. And we need to mess with our TS config, which the instructions for that are over here on the Glint page. So configuration, we want Ember installation. Yeah, and we want all of the, well, we want one additional package. And then we edit our TS config to have so now we can attempt to run type checking. Just npm glint. Okay, and we have a situation. So we have a couple errors, and that is because we need to set up a types registry, which is here. So we can copy this file. This is the greeting. Let's see, we want this one. And then in our types, let's make a Glint DTS, paste that. And let's see, whenever we declare a module, we want to make sure we import it first. Okay. And now we can define what page title and welcome are. And just to check if this happens in the editor, let's see. Let's restart extension host, as you often need to do with VS Code to get type checking going. And yeah, we got our squigglies, which reflects the same errors we were seeing here in the template. So now we can add those. Page title. Page title doesn't have any Glint types, so we can do helper like for now. And then welcome, type of welcome. And import welcome. How do I name this? We can import from my I'm sorry. Import like. You can say parts. Okay, and then here, I believe this file is, let's see. Oh, this is coming from TypeScript. So when using VS Code, you need to disable TypeScript in Glint projects. Well, let's see what the command line says right now. Okay, so expected zero arguments, got one. What did I do wrong with page title? Marks. Oh yeah, I got the signature wrong. So, say positional arguments can be in the array. And there we go, we have success. This is wrong. I open this up in NeoVim. should get no errors. Yeah. Now, if we were to pass an argument to this, we need to import the template only component type. And then we can define a signature here. And there are documentation for signatures here. This works. It works. It's only named argson components. And this. And that should be it. If we go to our template now, we'll get here. And if we do the same over here, should be in sync. The expected one argument got 0. So, and going back to the page, there's nothing right now. Read in. We are good to go. And yeah, that's how you get started. Good luck. If you have questions or comments, let me know. I can answer any question.